topic today. Whatever business you're in, whatever business you're starting, there's one thing you need. You need response. You need an audience, and you need to get response. If you have an audience and you can get response, then you can get sales. If you don't have an audience, which my product Marketing Heaven, resellertoolkit.com/marketing-heaven will help you with. If you don't have an audience and you can't get response, then you're not going to make sales. So let's talk about getting response. Shout out to YouTube, shout out to LinkedIn, shout out to Twitter, shout out to Facebook page, Facebook group. My masterminders in my Facebook group, how are you? Good morning to you. So let's dive in and talk about how do you get response. While you're listening to this, if you want to type in comments, what challenge or issue or problem you have with getting a response, let me know, and I can address it. But let's just go ahead and start out and talk about what are the 3 basic steps to getting response. Let me bring up my chat over here. Again, if you have any question about getting response or challenge or issue with it, let me know. Bringing up our Facebook group over here so I can see the comments. Hey, Rick, how are you doing? All right, so here we go. Step number 1 of getting response is to look at what's already getting responded to. Now, this is really interesting because a lot of times what people are responding to is not what you would think. So I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're selling art. I don't care if you're a plumber. I don't care if you're a chiropractor, you're an info product seller, you're a coach, whatever your business is. Look at what's already getting response. What are people responding to? Like today, I was in a Facebook group, and a good talented marketer posted his formula for a headline. It's a great formula, really, really good formula. But here's the thing. Entrepreneurship is essentially a messy process. Entrepreneurship is not like paint by number. Entrepreneurship is not, connect the dots exactly. This is exactly how you do. Boom, you're going to get all these. That's not entrepreneurship. The market is an audience of people, and they're not always predictable. They don't always follow the dots. And so entrepreneurship is a process of being able to create a hypothesis, test the hypothesis, respond to the hypothesis. So anyway, my point is, though, that that's not what people were going crazy because he gave them a paint by number, connect the dots headline, which is useful when you're a beginner. It's like yesterday I saw a post on Facebook by Ricky, who's a super, super, super talented graphic designer. And he did some stuff for, I'm trying to remember who it was, Grant Cardone or Russell Brunson, one of those. And it was I think it was a design he did for Russell on his Friday thing. And it was really out of the box design. It wasn't what you would do paint by number. It didn't follow the rule. That's because he's an artist. That's because he there's a difference between somebody who watches a Bob Ross video and goes, okay, well, I got this, bro. I'm going to do exactly what Bob Ross does. I'm going to painting that looks almost as good as Bob Ross, right? There's a huge difference between that and someone who's an artist, right? And so that's the way it's interesting, but that's the way reality is. So the first thing of getting response is seeing what people are responding to. Okay, we understand. While the process is essentially not paint by number, the people who are beginning, they want paint by number. Okay, note to self. Beginners want paint by number. So you look at the market, you see what they respond. You're a chiropractor. I don't know what you sell. Maybe you sell stuff over on Etsy. What stuff are people responding to? That is step 1 of getting response. Step number 2 is I like to do surveys and understand what people are wanting, right? So I like to do surveys. A lot of people tell you, oh, surveys aren't good. So I found surveys to be really, really, really useful. So now I do 12 product surveys. I do different kinds of surveys, but if you survey people, you'll get data. You will get information about, people will tell you what they want, although sometimes they don't understand fully what they want. So you have to read between the lines, right? And then step number 3 is based on your understanding of what they want. Create a hypothesis about this is the offer that will sell to these people who want X. So they want X. I'm creating Y offer. I create a hypothesis about that, and I put that hypothesis out. That is step 3. I create that. I say, okay, these people want, beginners want step-by-step, paint by number. So I create my offer, the ultimate paint by number, step-by-step system for XYZ. That's my hypothesis. I put that hypothesis out to the marketplace. The marketplace responds, is lukewarm, or doesn't respond at all. That is feedback that goes back to my hypothesis. I don't feel like a failure. I don't feel like I'm not any good. I say, okay, I got feedback that tells me this hypothesis was a good hypothesis, was faulty in some way, or was totally off base. I take the results of the marketplace. I go back to my hypothesis. I modify my hypothesis, and I put it back out in the marketplace. That is the formula for getting response. That is the formula for getting higher response, right? So you find out what people are currently responding to. You do surveys so that you understand them better. Now you take that data, you create what we call your offer. I've done other live streams about your offer. You create what we call the offer. You put that out, and the marketplace is either going to confirm that, or the marketplace is not going to confirm it. Now, I'm looking over here at comments. If you have a question or challenge about offers, let me know. Or let me know what it is you're selling or that you want to sell. Let me know what you're marketing or what you want to market, whether it's an information product, whether it's coaching, whether it's a service for a local business, whether it's some kind of a service online. What is it that you need to get response to? So now when you're doing your research, the first thing you got to see what people are responding to. So you can look at ads that have been running consistently. You can look at, I like to look at Facebook ads in my timeline. That tells you quite a bit. If they keep running over and over and over, they're probably making money, right? They're probably getting response. You can look at like YouTube videos to see the ones getting tons and tons and tons of comments and feedback. That tells you a little bit about what people want. You can look at Facebook groups and see the posts that make that really a lot of people respond to. That tells you something about what people. So you're not shooting in the dark. You're just not going out here and making something up from scratch. You're able to see what it is people respond. You're able to see what people are currently responding to. Then you want to understand that better. Then you take that information, you create your offer, which is actually a hypothesis. The offer is actually a hypothesis of what people are going to respond to. Now you put that hypothesis out to the marketplace, and people respond or they don't respond. Right? Based on that, you modify your hypothesis of what they're going to respond to. So I don't care if maybe you're an artist, and your art is and how you present and promote that art is all a hypothesis about what the market will respond to. It's not just the art. It's not just the art. It's the art and how that art is presented and promoted to the marketplace. That all encompasses your hypothesis of what the market is going to respond to. Okay, if I do this show in this location and we promote it to these people are going to respond to this kind of art. I'm going to give you an example. Lisa Winston is the significant other of Joe Vitale, and she does this really amazing, really incredible art that's designed to appeal to a higher consciousness or a different frequency, or she comes from a law of attraction background, obviously being a significant other of Joe Vitale from The Secret, right? And so she has this art. Now she creates this hypothesis that this art is going to sell to people who are into the law of attraction. I mean, that's a pretty good bet because it's specifically designed for those people. But now, how is that art going to be promoted to them? That's part of the hypothesis. Is that going to be with Facebook ads? Is that just going to be with Facebook posts? Is that going to be with a letter? Is that going to be with YouTube videos? See, that's all part of the hypothesis about what people are going to respond to. Now, you get the hypothesis. She takes that hypothesis. She does like a lot of Facebook posts on her really, really, really gorgeous, beautiful art. Now she also put it out on Instagram, and interestingly enough, Instagram banned it. Like, I guess they don't like higher consciousness art. I really have, honest to God, I have no understanding of why Instagram would ban posts about its art. It's art. Like, and she's not sitting there going, you're going to make $1 million or something, right? It's art that's going to raise you to a higher level of consciousness, a higher frequency, right? So you also have to know about the platform you're distributing your message on. So anyway, she creates this hypothesis that these law of attraction people are going to respond. Here's how we're going to reach these law of attraction people. Here's like what we're going to offer them, maybe a little entry level offer, entry something or the other. Like, instead of offering the actual piece of art, the first thing might be like, get 10 postcards with this piece of art on it that you can send to friends. That's the introductory offer. The people, or a little a Zoom where she's going to demonstrate several pieces and have people respond about what this art did for them, how it helped them, right? And so anyway, you create your hypothesis, you put it out there in the marketplace, people either respond or they don't respond, and boom, that is how you get response. Thank you for watching today. My name is Marlon Sanders. If you want more info, I have a free seed marketing report at marlonsanders.com. You can go and grab that. I do these live streams every day, so I will see you tomorrow, typically between 8:30 and 9 Eastern Standard Time. Let me know what you're selling, what you're marketing in comments. Let me know if you have any challenges with getting a response, and I'll see if I can address those on another show. I know Rickler's here today. We had a number of other people here today. So give me a shout out in comments. You watch this on replay. Let me know. Let me know what you're trying to get response to, what you want to get response to. Y'all have a beautiful day.